Hello, my name is Ruben Stringfellow, and this is Professional Communications 2320. And we are presenting, or I am presenting, the iSHOP and the Halloween party that we hosted in 2015. It's now an annual Halloween party. So let's get started. First off, I'd like to kind of introduce myself like I did. Introducing the iSHOP, we've been around for about 5 years now in the local area. We service 10,000 Hoosiers for their Apple repairs. We fix iPhones, iPads, computers, etc. Basically anything you would imagine that's Apple related we fix. We do complete free diagnostics, and unlike a lot of places, we actually will point you in the right direction if it's either getting repaired, buying a new device, or going to see Apple themselves. We kind of pride ourselves in the ability to help people as best we can. That's kind of our main focal point as a job here. So we wanted to essentially give back to our community. And being a small local business, that's everything that we have to do. Is if you're a small local business, you really can't afford to alienate your local business. You have to get out there and talk to people. And so we want to give back to our actual community for basically supporting us for the last 5 years and coming to us versus every other store that could with their Apple repair needs. So along with our customer service, like I said, we want to give back to our neighbors and support them with what they needed done. So the actual party itself was not an easy task. I believe we started around late August, September timeframe, and we had to basically talk ourselves into it. Do we really want to devote this much time and energy to something that may or may not take off? But again, not an easy task. We at first essentially had to come up with the idea. Then we had to go over and talk with the actual owner, Josh Royer, of this particular store. Like, hey Josh, if we came up with this idea to promote local businesses and to help our community out, would you be willing, for the store-wise, to put down a couple $100s? And he was more than willing to help out. He does a lot of really good things with Avon schools and Hickory schools in the Avon area. And he's really big on supporting local businesses. And he actually is a fireman, or will become a fireman very soon. So he's very, very local oriented. It's a great thing to have him around. We had to go off, actually, once we decided to contact Josh and talk with him, we went around to every single store in our little complex. Advanced Automotive, Mattress Guys, the Avon barbershops, and to name a few. And essentially what I wanted to do was get the go-ahead from every single business in our plaza. And I essentially said, hey guys, if we do this, can I count on your support? Because the big fish is Hal Fry. And Hal Fry actually owns this whole complex. Wonderful man, owns Hal Fry Electricity and RFTC Realty. And we basically, I kind of essentially put the pressure on him saying, Hal, all the stores want to do this, you just need your permission. I asked him, he was more willing. He said, great, go for it, but I can't be involved. So you got to go out and you got to go talk to Avon, which kind of threw a little bit of a monkey wrench in our situation, but you adapt and overcome. So we went down and we actually had to go through and talk with Avon, the city of Avon itself, and start getting the permits and starting to fill out the forms and whatnot. And that was a little bit of a challenge because anything doing with government, it does take a little bit of time to get done. Essentially, once we got the go-ahead, the Avon said, yeah, we're going to do this, it's going to happen. We just need time to process the paperwork. Go ahead and start getting everything squared away. We went ahead and grabbed our vendors. Every store essentially provided something. If you can kind of read this, Jumping Plate provided a bounce house. Ronald's Pizza provided the actual pizza itself. Hickory Schools provided games. Avon Barbershop provided a face paint, and we ourselves, the iSHOP, we actually provided the candy and a live DJ. There's actually a picture of Josh and Brittany Royer's little girl, Ava. I think she's just over a year old in this photo. She's a cute little pumpkin sitting on the candy. With the live DJ was a wonderful addition, along with the bounce house and everyone else's other vendors stuff they brought in. But essentially, that was a wonderful thing. It really got people off the street and into us, and we really just wanted to get people to, I think it was a Saturday Halloween that year, and we really want to get people off the streets and in a safer environment, a more controlled, safe environment. And we got them here at the iSHOP and here at this plaza. The actual advertisement itself was a little bit of a challenge, not anything crazy. We had to use our mass emails, our mass email amounts. We had to pay for commercial time in the live radio. We used social media. I think that was the bulk of where people saw us from. And we actually used the Hendricks County Flyer. And if you can kind of see this a little more clearly here, I designed this right here with the Hendricks County Flyer. And it's kind of to promote the actual festival itself and who's sponsored, like Advanced Automotive, Crown Staffing, Fort Liberty Firearms, Mystique Salon. I think I mentioned Fry's Electric as well. And we even have a little slogan down here. I just kind of Googled a funny little Halloween joke, and a kiss from a vampire is a real pain in the neck. And cool thing about that is it's pretty true. A kiss by a vampire really is a pain in the neck. And this is with our social media we use. We use our Twitter accounts, our personal Twitter accounts, our business personal Twitter accounts, Instagrams and Facebooks. We wanted to put the information out there, and this is an ever fast evolving mobile world, and you can throw out the Hendricks County Flyer all day, but not everyone's going to see it. But if everyone sees it on their social media accounts, they're going to see it. It's going to hit that timeline, that streamline. So they're going to see the actual event itself, and that was a bigger deal. That was the more important. We need to get people in here. The actual party itself was a wonderful hit. The day itself was gorgeous. It was wonderful weather, not too cold, not too hot. No breeze or anything. But everyone was dressed up in costumes, and that was great. We had face painting. Planko was the actual game. I'm handing candy out in balloons to small children. We had a pumpkin carving contest, a live DJ and some music and dancing, and then just solid family-oriented fun. That was kind of like the deal of everything we wanted to do. That was kind of the main theme of what we wanted to get done here. You can actually see me dressed up as a dinosaur or a lizard of some kind. Basically anything the children want me to be, I was that for them. And it was a wonderful event. We had an improv dance-off to a couple of our kids. Like that live DJ, we had a little spot right in the front. We just thought kids would bounce around with an actual dance battle, so that was pretty wonderful. In conclusion to this event, I just kind of want to keep talking about that. We essentially wanted to promote the iSHOP and local business. Selfishly, we are a business and we want people to come in and give us their business, but to earn that trust in that business is kind of what we had to do. But it was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, and we do care about our community. Over 300 people actually showed up to our actual party and event. It was pretty crazy. This whole complex was just walking with kids and parents, and it was wonderful. And I think the biggest thing that really helped us out was we actually united the storefronts as a whole. Every single store here, we gained a much stronger bond. Just as businessmen, as businesses itself, we all kind of bonded, become much stronger. And we're kind of help each other out with better deals for our retail and repairs and whatnot. So we really just became a strong community, and I think that was kind of what we started off as, and it being was just to give back to our community, and therefore our business world became a better community. And myself, I am leaving the state of Indiana. It's a great state. I really love it here. But I'm going back home to the great state of Oklahoma to continue my education at the University of Oklahoma. And I wanted to essentially create a legacy for myself before I left, something to kind of say, hey, is that still going on that I started all those years ago? And this has basically been a Fat Dog production. That's my dog right there on the couch, dreaming of eating some food. And this has been presented to you by myself, Ruben Stringfellow. It's actually what I dressed up as for the event. I was a vampire, a hippie vampire during the day, dinosaur at night. And then these are my sources. So if anything else to do, thank you for watching my video and have a wonderful night.